The following Jackass Nation production is powered by Cinelinx. Cinelinx.com, your one stop for your news, reviews, editorials, and more. Keep it on Cinelinx.
Man, this beat is tough. Coming to you from the Kayfabe studio in Highland Park, Texas. He was born in Seaside Heights, New Jersey. Raised by Wilson Fisk on the streets of Hell's Kitchen, New York, and did his studies in FABOLOUS Sin City, Las Vegas. He's straight out of Compton and brought to you in part by the Offshoots Network. He's pro wrestler, four-time MPX Tag Team Champion, writer, podcaster, bringing you his opinions on film, TV, professional wrestling, sports, and everyday life. He is the Jersey Jackass, B to the C. And you're listening to It Is What It Is with the Jackass. On tonight's show, the Mad Zak joins the Jersey Jackass. And now, your host, the Jackass.
Yo, 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 yo. It is what it is. And what it is what it is. With your boy, the Jersey Jackass, B to the C. Hit me up on all social media at RealJackassBC. That's RealJackassBC. Join the conversation by using the hashtag IiWiIJA. We got a great show for you today, guys. It's going to be a lot of fun. This show is, once again, powered by Cinelinx.com. Cinelinx.com, your one stop for your news, reviews, editorials, and more. You want to keep it on Cinelinx. On today's show, I brought on my buddy, my pal, my chum, my compadre, my amigo, my partner in crime, my homie, one of my best friends of all time, the Mad Zak, my boy, Zack Marchand. He came on, he just came over to kind of shoot the shit and chill, and we decided we're going to, do a little bit of the podcast. We were like, all right, well, I don't know, let's talk 20, 30 minutes. Max, and we'll just kind of BS around and have some fun, have a good little conversation. We ended up talking for like an hour and could have kept going if he didn't have a interview that he had to go and take care of. So it's a great episode. It's a lot of fun with very limited commercial break. That being said, because we are re-recording a lot of the commercials for next year, especially now that SCNS is on break for the remainder of the year. The SCNS commercial is being redone, so you're not going to hear it for a while. So yeah, that's what's up. But SCN, you can always go check out all the other videos of SCNS on youtube.com/SCNS Live. We will return in the new year on Thursday nights. Gonna be a lot of fun, guys. I am just finishing up my workout, and I'm drinking my protein shake. Take a sip right there, and boy, let me tell you what. There's some nasty stuff. I had to get something just cheap just to hold me over until my Cellucor comes in, because once again I was too lazy to order it, and I ran out before I ordered, so I had to go to GNC and just pick up something cheap while I waited for my Cellucor to show up in the mail. And I got the GNC brand, and it's supposed to taste like strawberry, but it tastes like strawberry and pepper. A lot of pepper. Very little strawberry. Lot of pepper. It's just, it's awful. And I try to drink it as fast as I can. Just kind of chug it down real quickly. But it's very difficult. Because, man, it is. Oh boy, it's gross, guys. It really is. We got a lot to talk about. We got a little bit to get to before we jump into the actual show, guys. I mean, I want to talk about something. I went to Austin last week. I went to see the Texas Longhorns suck it up and lose to Texas Tech. For Thanksgiving. I hope you guys had I hope you guys enjoyed the Thanksgiving episode. I hope I was glad to hear all the different things that you guys are thankful for. But yeah, I got to go to Austin, watch the Longhorns play, and God, we suck. Sports just suck right now because my Longhorns suck, my Dallas Mavericks suck, and the Dallas Cowboys suck. My Yankees are all right. So that, that's one thing, but still they didn't win the championship, so it is what it is. And then it sucks. Sports just suck right now. And tonight, Thursday, if you're listening to this on the day it comes out, the Cowboys are playing the Redskins. My boy Mark Ellis, my boy John Roca are both huge Redskins fans. So I want you guys, if you're listening to this on Thursday, send them a message. Let them know the Dallas Cowboys gonna whoop that ass. Let them know that I sent you that way. Send them on Twitter at Mark Ellis Live and at the Roca Says. That's ROCHA. So TheRocha. SAYS. And Mark Ellis Live is MarkElislive. So send them tweets. Let them know the Cowboys going to whoop that ass, even though we're probably not. Make sure to tag me in the tweet too. Y'all know I'm going to be messing with them on Twitter. I've already texted them back and forth. So going to be a fun little Twitter battle. But we'll see. It's going to be a rough game. I'll tell you that. Real talk, it's not looking good because we don't have Zeke, we don't have Sean Lee, and we're just garbage. So it is what it is there, guys. All right, but we went off a little bit of a sports tangent there. But what I was getting to was we lost to Lubbock. Longhorns lost to Lubbock, Texas Tech. And so I got this girl that I'm not seeing, we're not dating, but she has made it clear to me that, she want to try and holler, you know what I'm saying? And I've pondered the idea a couple times. Y'all know how I am about relationships. It's very difficult for me. But so this girl is a Red Raider, and she thought it was necessary when we lost to talk a lot of trash. Which us as guys, we do that. We talk a lot of trash with the sports teams, but when we lose, we don't take it very well. We don't. That's one of our faults. Look, and guys do a lot of things to ruin their chances with girls. Let's be honest. We are stupid. We are dumber than dog shit. And we mess up a lot of things. But it's not to say that you girls are perfect. All right? Y'all mess some things up too. Let me tell you something. If you are trying to holler at a dude, if you trying to get him to say, if you like this dude, if his sports team loses to your sports team, and y'all are in the early phases, like you are just like talking, like it ain't even real, there's nothing there yet, that's not the time for you to give him shit. It's not. Because we haven't got to that part of a relationship, of friendship, of any kind of ship, where we can take those kind of jokes at that point, because we take sports very, very seriously, and we don't like losing. We're men. We don't want to lose. So just a little bit out there. Hey, if your sports team beats a guy, maybe give them a little joke. We got a little win. But keep it calm. Don't go overboard, because that guy he's not going to call you back. I'm just letting you know. Because that ain't happening. And y'all know me. Relationships have always been a difficulty for me. About a year ago, I kind of got put in check once again and realized that I'm just not one for relationships. The whole situation with Bailey, and it just showed me that I'm not gonna be that person that can have a relationship. I'm not gonna be that person that can deal with it. And it's mainly because I hate the beginnings of relationships. I really do. Like, I hate that awkward, intimate situation. I don't like the feeling. You're sitting there, you're wondering, am I talking too much? Are they talking enough? Am I interested? I'm not really interested. Should I play like I'm interested? But I'm not that interested, but I think she might be interested. But do I want to get interested? But now she's not interested. So all of a sudden am I starting to get interested? And when am I supposed to kiss her? Do I have to wait for the door? Because then it's awkward. It's like, well, good night. Do you do that ass out hug where you hug each other but your ass sticks out because you're trying not to get too close? Or is it just go right in and kiss them on the lips? Or don't kiss them at all? It's very difficult. It's a very trying situation to read. I just don't like it. Anyone who got that was definitely a Wedding Crashers joke. So, one of my favorite monologues, but it's true. It's real. I don't like that. Are we there? Are we not there? Relationship. I would rather jump straight into the comfortable part when we're comfortable with each other, and we can make jokes about our sports teams because we know we might fight about it, but we're going to be over it really quickly. If it's too early on, it's just not going to work out, and it's going to cause problems, and I don't want problems. Problems are just no fun for anybody. So, I don't know. Like I said, it is a very, very difficult situation to try and read. And I have a hard time doing so, but anyway, guys, we have some really cool stuff coming up. A lot of Texas indie wrestling going down this weekend. A lot that I am involved in. Tomorrow night, it is Friday Night Fights. It is a special once a month thing that MPX is doing, and it's pretty damn cool, guys. It's only $5 to go. There's a lot of up-and-coming talent as well as just some real cool matches that you don't really will see. You can't really see anywhere else because it's a whole mix of different Texas talent. I'm going to be taking on Jamie Holly. I don't know who that guy is, so that should be fun. Nova Phoenix and the Tejano Kid team up to take on the Bad Boys this Friday. The Young Lion Malachi takes on Marcus Rose, and those guys have been going at it on social media on the MPX Addict page, so definitely check that out. Triple Threat Mayhem when the Buddy System faces off with Ethan Daniels and Devin Wilson, as well as Christopher Hayden and James Hawk. That's going to be a match you don't want to miss. Hayden and Hawk, oh man, that's some experience right there in the ring together. Brent Masters goes one-on-one with Prince Ernon, and Sebastian Envy will take on Prince Sims. Kyra Maya takes on our girl Livy, where Livy's going to whoop that ass. And then we have quite a main event. Dave Segan is going to, referee Dave Segan, who is a damn good guy, is going to team with the Impact Players to take on Baby D and her partner, Alex Shepard. That's going to be a great match, and Baby D, you have such a big chance there. Frankie Fisher will take on Richter Reigns in a one-on-one matchup. So you know that's going to be an amazing match that Frankie is going to just wreck shop in. So definitely make sure you're there to check that out. And then on Saturday night, MPX presents Dire Consequences. This is a big show, guys. There's a lot going down. You do not want to miss out on this show. Number one, Dave Segan is back in action. Referee Dave, no longer a ref. He is teaming with the main event Mike Fox to take on Randy Wayne and Jason Silver. My money's on old Dave and Mikey. They're going to go out there and they're going to do pretty damn good. Plus, you know, Randy Wayne's probably going to be drunk. Stupid alcoholic outlaw. We'll wait for the main event. I'm sorry. We'll get to that in just a minute. Cody Cox is going to be teaming with a mystery partner to take on Eamon Patone, as well as Johnny Melee. Johnny Melee, that's going to be interesting. I'll be interested to see who Cody Cox gets as his partner. Stephen Kirby and Baby G are back teaming together. No one really gives a crap, but it will be Punch Drunk Love taking on the Impact Players, the Tommy Becker and Ryan Remington. James Johnson, the king of the Texas Cruiserweights, is no longer happy with the highlight of the night, Joey Garcia. So these two are going to go face to face. That is going to be a match for the ages. You do not want to miss out on that. MPX Championship will be defended in a last man standing match when Super Tex Brett McKenzie from DTF takes on Classy Max Sterling. That's right, Max is back in there. Now, the main event, guys, the match you're all going to want to see is when Frankie Fisher is out there in the ring, and it's going to be a pretty big squash. I'm not going to lie to you guys. Team Fisher, me and Frankie, back together again. Mano y mano, brother and brother, taking on the team of Richter Reigns and Zero. Now, I'm just gonna spitball here. If you're teaming with a guy named Richter Reigns on a regular basis, which they do, shouldn't your name be like Zero Rollins or Zero Ambrose? Something like that? I mean, I'm just saying. It makes so much more sense if you were to just, go all out on it. But, I mean, what do I know, right? But, guys, also you have to get ready because on December 16th, East Texas Championship Wrestling takes the fight to Nigel Rabbit and the Empire. I'll be in the house. You know Mad Dog's going to be there. You know that the Backwoods Boys will be there. Pendragon, Max is going to be there. Micah will be there. Everyone's going to be in the house. You do not want to miss out, as we will do everything we can to destroy the Empire and keep them out of East Texas Championship Wrestling. That all goes down on Saturday, December 16th, 337 Blakely Street, Wills Point, Texas, at the Wills Point Middle School Gym. Tickets are only $10 for kids, and kids 12 and under get in for only $5. Doors open at 6. Bell starts at 7. You do not want to miss out on East Texas Championship Wrestling. I'm thinking about getting a couple of the East Texas guys here on the show in the coming weeks, but it's not official yet. We'll have to wait and see what goes down. What is official, guys, is that you can get a discount on your boxes of loot right now. Do not miss out on all the awesome Loot Crate boxes that you can get. All you got to do is go to lootcrate.com/SCNSlive or put in the promo code SCNSlive, or even click the link in the description of this podcast below, and you can get a discount on your Loot Crate. Loot Crate is a monthly subscription service which provide boxes of geek and gaming related merchandise, and always includes a monthly t-shirt and pin. Order now and you can make sure you get the December box, which does not have a theme yet. Just wait for it. We'll have it in just a couple days. So go to lootcrate.com/SCNSlive and start getting your boxes of loot right now. Do not miss out on your opportunity. All right, guys, we're going to jump into our first commercial break. When we come back, the Mad Zak is with us.
Hi, my name is Dr. Jordan Hart, and I am the owner and sole doctor at Athletic Edge Chiropractic. And at Athletic Edge, we offer a variety of services to help you basically be the best that you can be. So we are a chiropractic office. We offer full chiropractic services, including extremity work, as well as a variety of soft tissue techniques and deep tissue laser therapy. So if you're in need of some body work, give me a call, 214-883-9550. My email is drhartdfw@gmail.com.
All right, so welcome back, Jackass Nation. I am sitting here with one of my best friends of all time. My other half, my boy, my homie, my partner, my pal, my compadre, my amigo, my chum, the Mad Zak. Zak, what's going on, brother?
Not much, man. Thanks for having me by.
Yeah, dude, you've been on a couple times. You've really just been on for we did the most anticipated.
Yeah, that was fun.
Oh, I gotta start prepping those for this year too. I gotta do most anticipated, best of 2017, and worst of 2017.
Yeah, the year's coming to an end. It went by real fast.
I know, right? I need to fix this mic. This mic's all messed up. Hold on.
You're good.
Let's try that. How's that? Does that sound better?
I don't know.
Oh yeah.
My ears don't work properly.
That's me. That's me talking to the fans. How does that sound? Hope it sounds better. Yeah, dude, it is coming to. It's been a fucking crazy year.
Some big mix-ups in movies.
Yeah.
Some big things that I actually want to go back and listen to our most anticipated.
I know.
And kind of do some commentary through it. Maybe we should do that where we just listen to it with the fans, and then we just pause it and be like, I can't believe I said that. I can't believe this film was gonna be I hung my hat on this film. What was I thinking?
Because we had Dark Tower on there.
Yeah, we did.
We were super excited about that.
I still haven't even freaking seen it.
No, me neither. I had did we have Murder on the Orient Express on there? I think we did.
No.
No?
Dude, we didn't even know about that film till...
Did we not?
No, we didn't even know about that film until Josh Gad started doing those funny videos with Daisy Ridley about asking about the Last Jedi stuff. And I was like, what movie are they doing together? And then we looked it up, and it was like, they're remaking that? Really? So, yeah, that would be really, really interesting. I think the biggest one that that'd be interesting to hear is our thoughts on Justice League. Because I know we were so hyped for it. I loved it, but man, it's just, I feel so bad for Warner Brothers that they took a 40% drop in the second week in box office, and
which is not horrible. It's actually, because you're normally looking at about a 50% drop. So getting 40 is not bad, but still, when you only had 96 million opening weekend.
And the best way to think about this is think about a movie just like, a young man growing up.
Yeah.
When he hits his 20s, that's when you hit the box office first weekend. You're going out, you're out in front of everyone. This is your opportunity to shine, be in front of everyone. And then, the second week you go out, it's like, oh, all right. And depending on how well you did the first week and how well people received you, you're either going to keep partying, or you're going to sit alone in the bar.
Yeah.
And then here's the catch. You have a trip to China coming up. You have a chance to go party hard again if the Chinese people love you.
Yeah.
That's what happened with Spider-Man Homecoming.
Yeah.
It was kind of like, came out, it was doing fireball, it was just jumping, swinging around all over the bar, girls just dangling from webs. Then it went down and up. Everyone's like, why is this 12-year-old Peter Parker in the bar? And then it went to China, and it killed it, and that's when it made most of its profits.
Yeah.
I think it was like 800,000 total, but the issue with Justice League, it's already in China. So there is no that trip to China that just might be our second wind and break even. It's already out in China. It actually debuted in China before, and I think that's what they were trying to do, is they were like, screw this bar, let's go straight to China, let's get the box office from this, and maybe it will just help financially. So I'd be really interested to go back and look at that.
But 96 million, never did I ever think that you'd get a movie with Batman, Superman, and Wonder Woman, and it would make less than 100 million opening weekend.
And I think that a lot of people want to point fingers at Rotten Tomatoes for this.
Yeah.
And I just don't think that's the case here.
Yeah.
I remember watching, the previews, and then how they do, Dateline, or not Dateline, New York Reporter says, mind-blowingly amazing. For, even, stupid indie films can get some really good taglines to promote. I think the one they had was it's from some random news source, and just goes, I can't remember the exact phrase, but it was pretty much along the lines of, it's okay. Someone said, I think the line was, interestingly thoughtful or something. I just was like, that's what you're using? I honestly think people are just fatigued. I think people, because Marvel's so good, and people know what they're going to get with DC, and people are just they either want to try to take that trip or they don't.
Yeah.
And I know tons of people that didn't even go see Wonder Woman.
Do you think it hurt it coming out a week after Ragnarok?
Yeah, because I think come Thanksgiving time, because I really thought Thanksgiving
with Coco the week out,
you have some counter programming there, and then I just thought, I didn't know this. My wife told me this. She's like, "Yeah, we go see movies every Thanksgiving. On Thanksgiving Day, me and my family go see 2 movies in a row."
Yeah,
and I'm like, and these people, you got to drag them out to movies. Her family, And I'm just like, really? I didn't know that was a thing. Turns out it's a huge thing. So I was like, this could be huge for Justice League. Maybe people will just go see it during Thanksgiving and it will kill. And yeah, I think that going head-to-head with Thor Ragnarok was just really tough. I think Thor Ragnarok had way better marketing.
Yeah.
I think it seemed a lot more fun. It seemed, funnier. It's not that Justice League wasn't. Just the marketing behind it was a lot better. And people...
Yeah, the marketing just, really just showed, action. That's all it showed.
Yeah. No, and we know why, because all those scenes that Josh Whedon shot that were the funnier banter stuff were put in very late, so they didn't have that as marketing collateral to be able to push. They were just Snyder stuff.
Yeah. Isn't it a weird backlash now, all of a sudden, the we want Snyder's version?
Oh my gosh. That you're never going to satisfy anyone.
I was tripping out opening weekend because I was like, bro, y'all were petitioning to get him off when he signed on to do Justice League.
Yeah.
Y'all were talking all this shit when he left and Joss Whedon came in. You're like, oh, the savior, Joss Whedon's going to save DC. And now you're sitting here going, we want Zack Snyder. What the hell, man?
It's just like kids.
Yeah.
You know, you give them one thing and they like, you know, like McKinley, my daughter, she's like, I want some Fruit Loops. I'm like, here's a bag of Fruit Loops. She's like, but I want it all the way full. I'm just like, why? You're not going to eat any of it. And then I fill up the bag and then she goes, halfway through the bag, she goes, I'm done. I'm like, that's the original allotted amount that I gave you. It's just like, you're never going to please them.
Exactly.
2 days later, she picks up the bag of stale Fruit Loops and she's like, these are gross. And I'm just like, I'm done. Here's the box. You do what you will with it. And that's what they kind of did with us. They got Joss Whedon. They're like, we're going to give you the whole box of Fruit Loops. And we still didn't want the whole box. We still had to bitch about something. And then I hated that people were comparing Punisher.
Yeah.
People were like, Punisher's better than Justice League. It's like, it's 12 movies. Or 6 movies. You have literally over 12 or 18 hours to tell a story, and you're comparing that to, Justice League, but...
I love with Punisher, we're seeing both ends of the spectrum of people going, oh, it's too violent, and then people going, it's not violent enough. What do you mean?
I just honestly don't know what people think when they're getting Punisher. Like, the character is... They even said it in Daredevil when he was sitting in trial. Frank Castle's like, maybe I like killing them. Yeah. Like, they established, hey, this guy's kind of off his rocker.
Yeah.
He likes murdering people. He's the quintessential anti-hero. Like, the things that he does... Dude,
okay, all right, the best thing I can ever do of Punisher is, I was reading Civil War. It's one of the only, comics I've read all the way through. Yeah. And, Cap brings in Punisher on his team. Against his better judgment. He's like, I don't know about this, but okay, we're going to bring him in.
Very against his own
judgment. And there's a scene where Cap brings in some villains to join his team. And they walk into their little headquarters, and Punisher just caps them both in the head.
Yeah.
And Cap's like, what are you doing? He's like, well, they're bad guys. I shot them.
And he's like, dude, you're not any better. Like, I remember when he first brought him in, because what happened was that Punisher saved Spider-Man. When Spider-Man was getting tore up by all the villains Tony Stark brought in.
Yeah.
And they were all his rogues, so they just murdered Spider-Man. Punisher saves them. And he almost kicked out Punisher. He's like, dude, you're a murderous psychopath. Like, I don't want you in here.
Which is even more fun because given Punisher his love for Captain America in the comics.
Oh, and he even tries, when Captain America died in the comics, short after Civil War. It wasn't even Civil War. That was the funny part. It was like couple months later.
Yeah.
And everyone ties that together, but he makes his own Punisher Captain America suit, and he's like, I'm Captain America now. And it's like everyone is like doing a checklist, like physical ability, check. Marksman, check. Super soldier serum, he actually kind of doesn't need it, check. And then he's like, moral compass. Yeah, Punisher, I think we're gonna have to pass on this one. And then we find out Captain America's a Hydra agent anyway, so you know what? Maybe we would have been fine with Punisher. Maybe we would have been better off.
Dude, I did really enjoy Punisher though. I had a lot of fun with it. I think it's arguably one of the best series they've done.
There was no wasted characters. That's the thing I really liked about it.
I will disagree there.
Which one?
I hated the detectives.
I didn't think they were wasted though.
I think Stein was a cliche. I'm here to be the comic relief detective that they always have, the partner that's making all the jokes, and he's snarky.
It was.
It reminded me. Have you seen Scream 3?
Yeah.
David Duchovny, not David Duchovny, the two detectives on there.
Yeah.
There's the one goofy, snarky guy, and then there's detective, the good-looking dude.
Yeah.
It reminded me of that smart-looking guy, and they're like, "Hey, does this have anything to do with the movie?" He's like, "The guy was stabbed. He was making a movie called Stab." You know, that's like that. He's that guy. That's what I got from Stein, and I'm just like, I don't. And I was talking to Roca about it, and he's like, "Yeah, I get that, but he kind of gets his comeuppance, and you from what happens to him is kind of what works with that character." And I was like, I guess
I gave it a pass just because it was very small, and they weren't. What I mean by extra characters, what you see a lot of times in the show is that they're just here for a short plot device.
Yeah.
they actually had their own arcs.
Yeah.
The main detective had her own arc with
See,
her
and
mom.
I gave
and
her
Billy, and all of that was very, very good.
I gave Madani a pass because, good Lord, is she hot?
Yeah.
So I'm like, you know what? I may not like your character, but I like to see you, so it's okay.
So I thought that was really good. I think they kind of felt like they peeled back from like what they did with Punisher when he admitted that he liked killing people.
Yeah.
They kind of didn't touch upon that too much, except for it was Micro who kind of called him out on some stuff. Micro was like, dude, you're a psychopath. Like, I'm going to keep you tied up for a whole episode because you may kill me.
Yeah, Micro was good, dude. I mean, I didn't know how I was going to like him going into it because the one thing I loved about Punisher Warzone was Dennis Nedry playing Micro.
Yeah.
He just worked for me. The fact that Micro has a family, I'm like, I don't know. That's leverage for someone to use.
I was really interested to see, because Punisher doesn't have like a rogues gallery.
Yeah.
So you're just like, who's going to be Jigsaw?
Yeah.
And then with the reveal of who it was like, I'm so down for that.
It's funny because I knew that right off the bat.
Really?
As soon as they showed him and they were like, yeah, Billy the Beaut, I was like, oh, that's Jigsaw. Holy crap.
How'd you get that?
Because Jigsaw was Billy the Beaut.
Oh.
That's who he was.
Got it.
But he was more of a mafia. He was a mobster. He was like, they changed the background. They kind of Batman 89'd it. Where they put their backgrounds together. You made me, I made you, all that stuff.
Which I liked, because if you can really think about this, what mobster is going to be able to go toe to toe with Punisher?
Exactly.
No one.
That's why in Warzone he had that crazy brother who was insane.
Yeah. So Punisher was really, really good. I told you before we started the show that it's number 3 for me on the Netflix list.
What do you put ahead of it?
Daredevil Season 1. And then Daredevil Season 2.
Okay, yeah.
And then...
Well, see, yeah, I say 2 because I count Daredevil as just one series altogether. Daredevil. So, yeah, I guess we put it... And I can make an argument to say, maybe I like Punisher a little more. I don't know. Right now, I'm back and forth on which one I like more. Only time's going to tell.
No love interest. That's what I kind of liked in this. So they played on that a little bit with the wife, those moments.
Yeah, and then Karen. I hate Karen Page so much.
Oh, that.
I hate her.
That was such a weird twist where it's just like all of a sudden, snap of the fingers, oh, he likes her, guys. And it's like, wait, what the... what?
I want her to die. I really do. I hate her character. I hate the actress. I want them to kill her off.
I don't think she's that bad.
I know. I can't stand her. I haven't liked her, and she's my problem with Daredevil.
She looks like she's crying all the time.
And it infuriated me that she was in Defenders because she did nothing. Why are you there? This is a waste of screen time to have her there.
Why was the night nurse not more in Defenders? That's the thing that I'm like...
Yeah.
Like,
she wasn't in this. That threw me off. I was like, this is the first one she's not in.
I'm kind of glad she wasn't.
But Turk was there. I like that Turk was there.
Yeah.
That was cool to see.
I feel bad for their brother in arms. I can't remember his name, but it was the guy, the African-American guy with the one leg.
Curtis.
Yeah.
Curtis, one of those. Yeah, dude.
That guy just had it rough.
I'm like, oh my god, he's gonna die. They're gonna kill this guy. This guy's gonna, like, and it was gonna wreck me if they killed him, because he was such a good character.
The fucked up part about it is that he's fighting that soldier kid, and the kid just kicked his leg from under him. You know what I mean? Like, this guy could probably dominate him.
Yeah.
And would have won. This wouldn't have been a big issue. And he went into the fight, like, thinking that, like, I'm a big military guy, I'm going to take this guy out. And the guy just kicked his leg from out of under him.
Beat his ass with his own leg.
Yeah. It's just, I felt so bad for him, but that was a very interesting dynamic, because now you have someone between him and Billy.
Yeah.
And that was interesting to see.
Yeah. My only other negative of the whole series was literally the very last scene where he's sitting in group. And minor spoilers, if you have, it's not really a spoiler on anything other than what the last scene is. And he's sitting in group and talking about it. He's getting all emotional, and he's like, well, sometimes I just think, I don't know, maybe I'm scared. And I'm like, that's not Punisher. Like, if they would have finished on the close up on Russo, I would have been happy. or if this scene would have ended with like that Punisher phrase, like this is who I am. It's not vengeance, it's punishment. If you would have ended with something like that, I would have been like, okay. But I didn't like that he got all emotional in that.
I didn't mind the emotional part. I think you're right about the phrase. It all it did was show vulnerability, but I think maybe if he would have said, maybe I'm just too scared to let things go.
Yeah,
or
something.
Or maybe I'm too scared. Maybe I'm too scared about scared for the people that I love, or scared for people that I care about, or maybe I'm just too scared, and that's why I got to come out 10 times harder, or something like that.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
something.
Like
something that was more Punisher-esque.
Yeah, not just I'm scared and I'm gonna leave it alone. Like all big scary people are scared.
Yeah.
All most villains are the most insecure people in the world. Hitler's the most insecure person in the world.
Yeah.
Like all people that are violent, it comes from a place of insecurity somewhat.
Yeah.
So yeah, you just gotta. But it comes with that. You don't. Hitler just didn't go like, I don't think people like my paintings, and they just left it there. Hitler's like, people don't like my paintings, and I'm gonna kill a whole race of people. Like for example, like any superhero, like Batman. I'm scared that I'll never have a family.
Yeah.
Or I'm scared to connect with people. And then it incumbents with, I mask it with total like justifiable violence.
Yeah.
Same thing there. That has to be that coin. So the fact that they didn't point that out was a little weird. So that's the thing. I think they're trying to figure out where they want to take Punisher.
Yeah.
Because they can't just say, put the throttle down, he's going to be the Punisher like he is in the comics.
Yeah.
Because people get turned off by him. So I think they keep playing with him as character throughout the show to figure out where they want him to be.
I'll be really interested to see where the series goes forward from here. Like, how much will it connect with other Defenders? What's going to happen when the Disney streaming service starts? Are they going to move it all over there? Are you going to get as violent over there on Disney? You know, it's a really weird.
I don't think it's going to be called anything Disney. That's the thing.
The Disney streaming service?
Yeah, I think it's going to be called something completely different. It's just going to be owned by Disney.
Yeah.
And that's it. Like, think about this. They didn't call ESPN Disney Sports.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, that's just didn't Disney buy ESPN?
Yeah.
This is them starting their own thing, and they're going to want that marketability.
I guess so.
It could be Disney's something. You know what I'm saying? But they're going to want their name to help market it.
They're just going to have to do what every major media service is doing right now online, is just venting how kids and parents do, filters and blocks and parental locks and who can get in certain stuff, because that's the biggest issue with YouTube right now, which that's some crazy stuff going on with videos that are filtering onto YouTube Kids, some really inappropriate videos. Every single streaming platform is going to have to kind of figure that out, of how to filter and block that, because you don't want your kid watching Sophia the First and then clicks on episode 12 Punisher. You don't want that. So it'll be really interesting to see. I'm kind of getting tired of all these Netflix Netflix is getting kind of crazy with all the original content.
Yeah.
I
got pretty mad. I just realized they took Animaniacs off. They took Cleveland Show off. They took American Dad off.
That's Fox, though. Fox is... I think that's maybe where this whole Disney Fox thing's coming into play, is that Fox is Disney's maybe those did really well for us, and we want to get those back.
Yeah.
The other issue too is you have Hulu, which people think Hulu it's its own company. It's like Netflix. No, it's just a giant collaboration between major studios.
Yeah.
They don't care about fans. They don't care about any of that. It was like a front. Literally, a bunch of ABC and Fox came together and was like, let's try this dumb streaming thing. And now it's big, and they're like, oh crap, well, we don't want to do it with you. We want to do it on our own. And that's why now we have the CW app, the Fox app. We have all these different...
It really does infuriate me that I can't watch the CW shows on Hulu.
Yeah.
Because the streaming app doesn't work everywhere I go. You have to have good internet. So I don't if I'm not at home, I can't watch Arrow and Supergirl and Legends of Tomorrow and stuff, because it buffers too much on the CW app, which is a pain in the ass.
The thing that I hate, and just to give the listeners a little bit of context, so my background's in marketing and advertising. The thing that I hate on those apps is the lack of advertisers. Like, you see, like, I remember on the CW app, or even the Fox app, like, I'd see the same Sam Adams commercial.
Oh, yeah.
Every single commercial.
I'm getting so mad because I have not watched anything from Star Wars Last Jedi since that first trailer.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And now the CW app is playing the Star Wars trailer every single commercial.
Yeah.
And it just kind of pops on, and I'm like, damn it, turn off.
The one thing I'll be surprised about, so if it does pop up on you, is that the new Star Wars stuff, the trailers, they had a fake out trailer.
Yeah.
And then since then, all these TV spots aren't showing anything new.
Yeah.
Kind of like Justice League. They kept kind of just showing the same crap. There's no new like voiceover. Like, you know what I mean? It's pretty much the same.
See, and people are always like, are you worried about getting spoiled? I'm like, no, I'm not. They know how to make a trailer. They're not going to spoil things. The thing about it is the imagery. I don't want to see the imagery until I'm looking at it on the big screen, because I didn't watch any of the Rogue One trailers with Darth Vader. So I didn't see that scene where he's walking through the smoke.
Got it.
And when I saw that on the big screen in the film for the first time, dude, I had goosebumps, dude. Like, I had chills.
See, I think I'm going to start doing what you do, start going on that path, because I literally watched online the after credits scene for Justice League.
Yeah.
Like, before. And I had already read 3 articles on what it was. And so it literally did not have the impact. Everyone's like, that made the film.
Holy crap, dude. I marked the F out. Like, when he walks in there, and again, okay, spoilers for the Justice League post-credit scene. If you haven't seen it, about a minute or so, fast forward. But when they turn, and no one's talked about this, when they turn the Lex Luthor fake out around, he's laughing hysterically. Like, is that supposed to say something having to do with Joker there? Like, I was sitting there watching, and when I saw the boat, I'm like, it's Deathstroke and Joker's driving. It's Deathstroke and Joker. Holy shit. But then only Deathstroke gets off. I'm like, oh, the other guy was just a driver.
Oh, you think it was like the Joker from that Rick Ross video where Jared Leto was on his boat? Did you ever see that?
Yes.
That was pretty funny. It was actually a callback to the comic, The Killing Joke.
Yeah.
Where Batman goes in to visit him and it's not really the Joker.
Yeah.
That's kind of what I think it was, a call out to. Like, someone goes in there to get Luthor and it's not really Luthor.
Yeah, but he was the fact that the dude was laughing hysterically.
Yeah.
That's why I'm like, Joker had to be a part of it, right?
I just think.
But then when Luthor says we're going to make a league of our own, that makes you think the Injustice League.
Yeah.
Rather than Legion of Doom.
Yeah,
because the Injustice League had Joker.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
I don't know how they're going to do it. I just don't think Warner Brothers knows what to do with Joker.
Yeah.
Jared Leto was just not happy about just working with Warner Brothers. His biggest thing was like he can't go rock climbing, and he was pissed. He's like, I can't go rock climbing. Screw doing these big movies because I may get hurt or may not get hurt. So he can't like do certain things contractually.
Dude, I loved his Joker. I know a lot of people had problems with it. I thought it was incredible.
I loved it. I absolutely loved it.
Yeah.
I give Suicide Squad a huge, I loved lots of parts of it. I just didn't like the villain. I didn't like the ending.
The villain was awful, and the big light in the sky. But I have so much fun watching the movie.
Just pull a Rogue One, and like halfway through the movie, just a bomb goes off and Amanda Waller kills everyone. I would have been like, that's a fucking great movie.
Yeah,
that's so good. But the going back to the streaming thing, man, we just went down a dark rabbit hole.
I know, right?
I want more advertisers on those platforms, which it's kind of crazy. You don't think, like, if they just made advertising cheap enough for companies, like if you go to any company and say, hey, here's the deal, we're going to charge you half the price of TV or half the price of Hulu just to get some more money and advertisers on here, like a better viewing experience for the audience, then let's do it. Because what they're doing is they're probably charging regular prices and selling it like fire sale. Like, oh, they paid this much? Well, how many people do we have paying that much? Just Sam Adams. Crap. All right, just roll it all the way through the episode. By the end of the Flash episode, I'm sitting there like, fine, I'll buy your beer. If I leave right now from my house and buy your beer, will you stop this? And I did it. And then the next week, it was like some like air freshener. And I'm like, oh god, no. So yeah, I think
Well, what's funny to me is is 90% of the ads on the CW app now are for other CW shows. Dynasty. I see the Dynasty commercial and the Archie. What's the Archie show? Riverdale.
Yeah.
Over and over and over and over.
That's an interesting thing because I've done some work with recently with Discovery Channel.
Yeah.
And their biggest issue is that they don't really like social media. They don't really believe in it. One of the shows I was working on with them, we had to push the show.
Yeah.
Like us people working on the show had to push the show. They don't believe in it. And the reason for that is it's Discovery Channel. They already have their audience.
Yeah.
And all they do is they just keep remarketing to their audience. They just keep showing ads for other shows on the Discovery Channel.
Yeah.
That's it. Like, they just want to keep people hooked on Discovery.
Well, I mean, I'll tell you what. I watch Discovery once a year. Around August, Shark Week hits.
Yep.
And I'm watching Discovery Channel because it's Shark Week. And they show so many commercials for all their other shows, and I'm just like, man, I kind of want to watch these. These look entertaining.
Yep. And that's what they do is they then get you hooked on one or two shows, and their viewership goes up, and then they just charge more for their commercials. They only have 2 commercials, but they charge a crap ton for them.
Yeah.
So, it's really interesting to see how all these different apps play out. We only got so much money. You know what I mean? We only got so much money to spend every month. We can't spend $10 for 20 apps.
Yeah.
So real soon, people are going to start having to pick, where they see this stuff. And I really hope that this minimizes the amount of pirating online.
Yeah.
I hope this does. I hope this kind of cuts that out if it's cheap, affordable. And the apps can charge $5 if they have the numbers.
Yeah.
The amount of subscribers behind it. Netflix needs to stop doing all this random original content.
Yeah.
Like, there was a joke. Where was it? It was some joke that I saw on the
South
internet.
Park?
Yeah. Where they're just like, we'll take the show. What is it?
when you would call Netflix, you go, this is Netflix, you're greenlit.
Yep. Like, what's your show? Nothing. We'll do it. It's fine. Just, we'll do it right now. Send it to us and we'll send you some money. Yeah, I would hope that they stop doing that and just make quality content.
Yeah.
Because that's what's upping our cost is they're paying for 50 movies a month to put on the platform, and I'm like,
and their own movies. And they're starring Adam Sandler, and you're just like, I don't want to see this.
The Kevin James. You're not telling me right now that Kevin James and the Adam Sandler movies are killing it for Netflix. Maybe it is. Maybe everyone
they did say that every Adam Sandler is one of their most watched or most downloaded, most watched movies, which I find to be weird. I'm like, are people watching it just be like, how bad is this? Like, I
think what it is, it's very interesting. And everyone tell me if they agree with this. When they sit down with their parents, then that's a really good idea. You get a little sneak peek into what 80-70% of America's like.
Yeah.
When you sit down to watch, and my dad just is like, oh my gosh, yeah. Like, he's going through the on-demand or Netflix, and he's just like, that seems interesting. And I'm like, what are you clicking on? He's like, it's called, American Super Assassin, and it's got Kevin James. I loved Hitch, so this must be good. And I'm like, what? What indication does that give you?
I try to explain that to people, too, that I'm like, look, studios don't want my money. They know they already have my money. They want my mother.
Yep.
That's what marketing is for. And that's another reason I don't watch a lot of trailers. I'm like, look, trailers are made to sell you on a movie. They already have my money. They've already sold me. So they're trying to get my mother to go see this movie.
Yeah.
That's what they want. All right? They're going to get my money multiple times, probably. They already know that.
Maybe we should do a segment where we, call up our parents or just, obscured, not movie or TV fans, friends, and just call them up and be like, hey man, what'd you watch on Netflix this week, or what'd you watch on there? And we report, and it's a game, who watched the dumbest thing. What'd your mom do? My mom watched 6 hours of this house flipping show. And I'm like, dude, I got you beat. My mom watched this Amazon Prime documentary on breastfeeding, and it had Rachel Ray as a guest star, and that's why she watched it. And just oh dang, you won, man. Yeah, dude, I know. And then eventually, like, someone's a ringer. Like, one of our parents just is so bad at picking movies. It's like, dude, you can't compete with them anymore. It's like, why? It's like, dude, my dad watched the XFL 30 for 30 for the 7th time this week.
Bro, that XFL 30 for 30 was dope as hell.
I still haven't seen it. I want to see it.
Dude, it's insane. Because I remember the XFL. I watched the XFL. We had watch parties for the XFL. That's how much I loved it. But I was a kid and I was a WWE fan, so I was like, yes, XFL. And when people were like, I don't want to watch, I'm like, it's football when there is no football. I was happy.
Yeah.
But to see some of the stuff that went on behind the scenes, how they lost power at one of their events, like the generators just went out, and so they had to cut back to another screening on another side on the East Coast or something. It was insane, the stuff that went through this. The teams, they didn't even have rosters set 30 days before the season started.
Oh, really?
Rosters were not set.
That's believable.
For teams that had never practiced, they didn't have anyone in the league. Coaches, nothing.
Oh, okay.
You had 30 days till kickoff.
Okay, that's a little bit different. I thought you meant like they were all practicing still, just like roster
No,
spots were.
No one was on the teams. There were no coaches, nothing.
I watched Canadian football for the first time the other day.
How's that?
It was awful.
Yeah.
It was really weird. I'm going to go back to that in a second because I do want to ask one thing about the XFL because I'm playing Madden with my brother-in-law. You know, it's Thanksgiving time. He's sitting around playing video games, playing Madden with my brother-in-law. He's like, dude, I just hate this game, man. I just can't get into it. It's just not as fun anymore. And I'm like, what do you like to play? He's like, dude, I love to play Blitz. I'm like, let's go get Blitz right now. And we're playing it, and we're just like, dude, see, the XFL had it figured out. The issue is that those are real people murdering each other. Like, you can't have ultra super violent football because football already is like a flawed, violent game that is like, And then a quick recommendation that I can make for a really good documentary to watch on Netflix is called Ice Guardians.
Yeah, I haven't even heard of that one.
It's really good. It's basically talking about why there's enforcers in hockey.
Oh,
that's
interesting.
Why there's fighting in hockey, and at the first place they show like Sidney Crosby today and like how many injuries he has and how many enforcers have been on his team. So he has like most injuries in the NHL. He's never had a true enforcer on the team. Then they show Wayne Gretzky. Maybe a third of the injuries, maybe less, and the guy always had 2 to 3 enforcers on his team, meaning like if you hit him or you cheap shotted him or you put a stick in the back of his leg, you were going to get beaten, like go to the hospital that night on national television. And then they kind of compare Europe, and there's no fighting in Europe. And there's 3 times the injuries. The life of a player in Europe's or like a third of the life.
Wow,
in it.
Really?
Because if a ref doesn't see it, it didn't happen.
Yeah.
So all kinds of things. There's a thing called in hockey. It's called playing pool. Not what you're thinking, but it's literally when you hold your glove, just stands like you're holding your stick, and you push your stick like a pool stick through your glove, and your one hand stays still, and you just stick someone right next to you. You're standing there. You could be talking to the ref, and someone just pull cues you straight into your side, into your neck. And if a ref doesn't see that, because it's a stick, you know what I mean? It's not a hand, it's not a fist, it's not anything noticeable. And you guys are using sticks to whack at a small black puck. If someone goes to get the puck and it hits you in the side of the head, is that an accident? Was that for real? And then they talk to basically guys who could barely skate in the 80s. Were like, yeah, I played in the NHL. My job literally was to go and just protect my teammates. Very, very cool. I thought of that because of that stupid fight that happened over the weekend with the Raiders and the Broncos. And there wasn't a punch thrown. The guy broke his chain, and they're just running around the field and just like swinging. Another indication of my parents' age is my dad is just this old white conservative. He's like, look at this. Racist comment, racist comment, racist comment. And I'm just like, Dad, stop! That's so bad. Like, why don't you comment on the fact, like, they're just football players that can't fight. This is like, and just rag on the players in the sport. Like, what does their skin color have to do with it? Everything racist comment. I'm like, stop! I'm like, Dad, one of the best fighters in the NHL is black. It's Lil Rock. He's one of the best fighters in the NHL, and he's black. I was like, where does this come from? He's French, that doesn't count. I'm like, I can't watch TV with you. You are just so bad. So that's what made me think of it. But I gotta watch that 30 for 30 then.
It is good.
I'll watch the 30 for 30, and we'll do a follow-up on it if you watch Ice Guardians.
All right, yeah, that sounds like a good plan. Right. I think we can do that. Speaking of 30 for 30, I gotta watch the Ric Flair 30 for 30. It's up now.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and I've heard it's really good.
I'll watch it. I'm not. You know me. I watch probably one wrestling event a year.
Yeah.
I know I'd get into it if I really followed the storylines and the relationships a little bit better. It's almost like baseball, man. It's like something's always going on.
Yeah.
There's always something going on, and it's just, I know it's kind of just like, crack. Once I start, I know I'm not going to stop.
Dude, I've had so many people that have, just by knowing me and listening to me talk about wrestling, they've started watching wrestling.
Dude, you've turned me into a wrestling defender.
Yeah.
Like at bars or at people's houses, or people are like, look at this hillbilly garbage. And I'm like, all right, dude, you need to stop. They're like, who would watch this? It's like, no, you don't understand the intricacies of the amazing storytelling of wrestling. It's all fake. Yes, it is. Just like Modern Family that you watch every week is not real. Neither is this. Jersey Shore, guys, was not real.
Dude, it's so funny that you bring up Jersey Shore.
Are you bringing up? Are we segueing to the new show that's going
to
be on?
We are segueing into the new show, Jersey Shore Family Vacation, coming in 2018. I'm so excited.
Wait, I thought you were talking about the new Jersey Shore, the Florida-Bama one.
No, they made an announcement last night that the original Jersey Shore cast is coming back for one season to do Family Vacation.
Wow.
I am so excited, bro.
Chevy Chase shows up for an episode. Yeah, I'm excited too. My wife is the one who got me into Jersey Shore.
I literally have the entire series over there on DVD.
So I watched for my wife. I stayed for Pauly D. That's the way it worked out. Pauly D was just my favorite. Just like, I can't remember, like, all through dating with my wife, I'd just yell, like, when we had to leave, I'd just yell, "Cab's here!"
I still
Cab's
do that.
Here.
One of my alarms to wake me up in the morning, it's my you better get the F up alarm, is Pauly D going, "Oh yeah, wake up, yeah, oh yeah, wake up, yeah."
I stayed for Pauly D, and I love Pauly D to death.
I started watching because I was dating this girl, and by dating I mean we'd hang out, drink, and have some
Play
fun.
Monopoly.
Play Monopoly. And we're at this club, and she's like, "Man, you got a fist pump." I'm like, "What the hell are you talking about?" She's like, "Do you not watch Jersey Shore?" I was like, "No." It's like, "You have to watch this." The first thing I saw was Snooki getting punched in the face. And I'm just like, well, I have to watch this whole series. This is just, what is going on?
That's what got you hooked?
Yes!
Snooki getting Ray Rice? That's what hooked it for you?
I was like, who punched this little orange midget? What is going on? Oh my god, I loved it, man. My first wrestling character was based off of Jersey Shore.
Really?
Yeah. I was the money man, and I was from Seaside, Jersey Shore, straight up.
That's funny. Have you seen the previews? Because I was a big fan when Jersey Shore stopped. Is Party Down South on CMT?
Yeah,
I loved Party Down South.
Yeah,
it is just a whole different dynamic switch. Us being from the South, I think I enjoyed it. At least, and I think you'd like it.
Yeah,
it's kind of weird now, but the first 2-3 seasons was really, really strong. Basically, just to give you guys some context, Party Down South was Jersey Shore, but it was in like Alabama, Florida, North Carolina, and the people and the cast on the show ensued what you would think would come from those areas.
Yeah.
It really was those people, and now MTV's doing their Jersey Shore spinoff, which is Florida-Bama.
Yeah.
And it's just like, they're literally just copying Party Down South, because, to be honest, no one watches CMT. So there's like, no one's watching CMT, let's just
do our own version.
Let's copy it. No one will ever notice. No one will ever be the wiser. Like, just to show you, like, no one's watching CMT, is they originally had that Dude Perfect show on CMT.
Really?
And no one watched it. And so they had this contract with Viacom, and we're like, Viacom's like, well, we got to use them somehow. Just move them to Nickelodeon. So now they're on Nickelodeon, and now they have a new show on Nickelodeon, and I'm pretty sure the show on CMT is ending because just like no one's watching it on there. And so and to be honest, Dude Perfect's gonna do better on Nickelodeon than it is gonna be on CMT.
Yeah.
Like Billy Ray Cyrus's uncle, who's CMT's biggest fan, gonna sit there and be like, "Hey, did you see them throw that football through that hula hoop? Damn, that guy's got an arm." Like no one. Hey, did you guys see them with them fidget spinners? They got fidget spinners, like 12 of them, and then they threw ping pongs at him, and the guy got him stuck in his butt. like, no CMT watcher. You would think that. That was probably the original pitch. It's Billy Ray Cyrus's uncle saying, "You guys want a real good TV idea, let me tell you here." But really, that's just, kids want to watch that. So
yeah, true.
So I'm really excited for Oscar season coming up. My quick question for you is, because we both have wet dreams about Hugh Jackman, is that do you think? Because I'm really excited for this movie coming out called The Greatest Showman. Mm-hmm. Super hyped. Despite what people might think about the Ringling Brothers and Barnum and Bailey, this is basically a musical based on that. People don't like them because it's a circus and PETA and animal abuse. It's like I believe kids going into beauty pageants is equally more abuse, but whatever. But do you think it's where it's placed on Christmas? Do you think it's based on Christmas just because they want to get that Christmas box office?
Yeah.
Or do you think this will be a contender for award season?
I don't know, but I think it's going to help. I think it helps Logan's possibilities. Because they might see this and go, well, Logan's got a lot of thought for Oscars, and now Hugh Jackman's doing this now too, and this is really good. And it might be one of those things where they nominate him based on both movies, but for one of them.
Kind of like how Leo's stuff. Like, Leo's really was not a win for that film.
For The Revenant. That was because, guys, we've really messed up and should have given you this a long time ago. Yeah. So we'll go ahead and give it to you now.
Yeah, it was a culmination of everything. So, yeah, I think you're right. I didn't even think about Logan. So that I think it totally will. The Disaster Artist is one I'm looking forward to.
I don't know if I can watch Disaster Artist. I have not seen The Room. And some people are kind of like, you should probably see The Room first. And I don't know, I don't know if it's streaming on anything or anything like that, or
it's not. You can actually watch it on YouTube, I think.
Really?
Yeah.
How long is it?
It's like an hour.
An hour?
I think this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to do what I should have done with Blade Runner. Go watch the new Blade Runner.
Yeah.
And then go back and watch the original. Because I then appreciate how amazing the original was.
Yeah.
Based off that. I wish I would have done that. Because I saw the first one, and then I saw the second one, and I'm like, I think I should have done this differently.
Yeah.
Because the first one was really painful for me. Just anything other than the visuals is really painful for me to watch.
Yeah.
And then when I saw the new one, I was like, oh, I appreciate the other one so much more. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go see Disaster Artist, see how the film was made.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to go back and watch the film.
See, because I was talking to John Schnepp in Los Angeles, and he was like, well...
Because he got to see it before, I think he saw it, way before everyone else.
Yeah. And he's, he was saying, you get a lot more out of the Disaster Artist by seeing The Room first. Because you pick up on certain things that are said and stuff like that. So, and that's what Ellis is doing too. He's watching The Room today and going to see Disaster Artist tomorrow.
Okay.
So, I don't know. I mean, I don't know. Because it comes out this week, and I was like, man, I don't know what else I'm going to see, if I see anything this week. So I don't know. I'm up in the air on it right now.
My wife really wants to see it. I showed her just some funny clips of The Room.
Yeah. So
she's already kind of just hooked, and she just loves that whole crew. She loves Seth Rogen. She loves.
Yeah.
Speaking of Seth Rogen, I have another recommendation here at the end of the show for
Future Man.
Future Man.
I have not watched it yet.
So, but yeah, she just loves that whole crew. Dave Franco, James Franco, obviously.
Yeah.
Very interested to hear more maybe we'll talk about on another episode is James Franco possibly doing an X-Men movie. That's some weird reporting.
Multiple, man. I wrote the story on that.
Yep.
For Cinelinx.
So she's excited to see it. But yeah, Future Man.
Dude, I literally just finished Stranger Things yesterday, last night. Like, that's how far behind I am on stuff now. Like, I just finished Stranger Things.
What'd you think of Stranger Things?
Not as good as season 1.
No, I didn't think so either. People
At
are
all.
losing their shit. And I'm like...
And I hated the whole 11 going off.
I hated
I'm like, that was dumb as hell.
And then, like, her friend's sister was just a giant bitch.
And made no sense. Like, in the grand scheme of it, had no point at all being in there.
No. The only way that can be rectified for me is when they do another season, if the next season is based upon her. And the experiments and maybe other people that were there. Then it's like, cool, you were leading up to a character development point to next season. Yeah. If they just go off with like, oh my gosh, we have another baby Demigorgon again. Which, first of all, that was my biggest hang-up. Like, how did he not know what that was?
Dude,
do you think he's lying to himself?
I don't,
Because I knew from the moment I saw it, I knew exactly what that was.
I don't even care. Because Dustin is like me as a child. Like, that was me.
Yeah.
And I realized it at the very end when he gets his hair all done up and he shows up. He's like, all right, just pretend like I don't care. Gotcha. And none of the girls would dance with him except for the older girl.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah, that was me as a kid.
Interesting fact about that actor, the dude can sing.
Really?
There's some videos online. Dude, when he was like a kid, he sang national anthems like at Yankee Stadium. Like, dude has pipes. But he has had a hard time getting casted for stuff because he has some kind of that disease where he doesn't have like a lot of bone marrow or something like that.
Really?
And his teeth don't grow back. His teeth like take a while to grow back. I think that's what it is. His teeth, they're gonna grow back.
Yeah.
But it takes a while.
Wow.
So he just looked like a little kid with no teeth, and because of that, he formed that lisp and. Yeah. I
didn't know any of that.
He didn't get casted for anything for a while. He got his break from this, and then now everybody and their dog kind of loves him.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that was kind of his story. So I'm interested to see Season 3.
And he's the one you can tell the most at. I'm like, they're growing up. Like, you can already tell. He's...
So the funny thing is, though, about the Disaster Artist and Future Man is that's where Seth Rogen casted Josh... what's his name? The guy from the Hunger Games. He was Hutchinson. He casted Josh Hutcherson for Future Man because I guess Josh Hutcherson has a quick scene or something in the Disaster Artist, and he's like, "Hey, I'm doing this Hulu show. Do you want to come do it?" And just gave him the part. And Future Man, basically think of it as this, short plug for it because it is absolutely fantastic. Imagine you're playing a video game. You beat the video game. No one else has beat it in the universe ever. You beat it, and then the characters from the video game show up and say, hey, we're actually from the future. We sent this video game back in time to see who could beat it to find our savior. Now, you need to come with us and Terminator style kill this guy who's going to end the world. And they're like, why are you so weak and feeble? He's like, because I just play video games. Well, I don't get it. You beat our unbeatable video game. Don't people personify their online personas? No, quite the opposite. We don't. And it ensues because they're like so dumb and they live in like this Mad Max kind of world that he actually finds a place for them. Kind of, it's a giant fish out of water story, and it plays it out in the most fantastical way. I binge watched it all in 2 nights. Really, really enjoyed it. That and Runaways are my top 2 shows I love.
Runaways. I didn't like episode 2 and 3 as much as I liked episode 1 though. Because I remember I saw episode 1 back in New York.
Yeah.
And so I'm finally get to see episode 2 and 3. And I was like, yes! And I didn't like them as much, but I still like them a lot.
I have my favorite characters, I have my favorite storylines that are going on, and I just have ones I don't care for.
Yeah.
Which is really strange because they were like the characters I loved in the comics. Like, I forgot her name. The girl who's really strong.
Yeah.
The dinosaur and Gert were like my favorite characters in the comic. And I don't care for them at all. here. Dirt really gets on my nerves. Like, is she a feminist? Does she care about like all this feminist stuff? But yet she like bends over backwards for this boy. It's like, you're very counterintuitive here, lady. Like, do you believe that women don't need men and all this stuff and want to stick it to the man, but yet you sit in a coffee shop for a boy for 4 hours? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We all hate each other. Oh, hey, dude, since no one else is around and no one can judge me about this, I'll just do anything you want. You want me to teach you Spanish? I'll teach you Spanish. It's like...
I don't like the parents. I'm like, I just don't care about them.
I love Spike. I love Spike from Buffy the Vampire Slayer, the technical dad. Yeah. There's a really good scene. You haven't watched the newest episode. Yeah. There's really good scenes that kind of give him some... flesh out his character quite a bit. Him and his son have another pretty big interaction that made the episode for me. The Asian parents are freaking evil. Yeah. Dude, they are dark. It's stuff we already know, but in this episode he even goes more on it. Dude, these people are nuts. The hippie parents that made the dinosaur, they're just weird. Yeah. Don't really get them, because that's the thing. You guys don't understand. They're supposed to be super villains. Yeah. They're not just a cult. That's the thing the show hasn't touched upon at all. They've never talked about heroes. They haven't talked about powers.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out if it takes place in the MCU or if it's its own thing. I think it's its own thing.
Regardless, they're supposed to be villains of some kind. So I don't know if they're just making them like bad people or villains. Just bad, like shitty people that are in a cult, or if they're super villains. Because the thing is, though, they're just... You're supposed to hate their parents, and not because they're like politically weird or do more.
I don't care. Like, they're not making me. The thing about wrestling is a good heel in wrestling is someone you love to hate. Yeah, like I want to hate you. And these characters, they're kind of just like the parents are kind of just like, they're there,
dude. And what's up with this? The guy and the see, that's the thing. I don't even get all their cult stuff or even like it. The church thing where the lady owns the church.
Yeah, and then there's Sunshine from Remember the Titans, and he's the priest. Yeah. And you're like, okay, well, what is his involvement here?
And then you have the wrinkly skin dude with the mask on. Yeah. And just, that gets weird. Yeah. That something weird with that happens in the third episode.
Fourth episode?
Fourth episode. Okay. Super weird.
All right. Well, yeah, I'm going to watch it today.
It's gross. So. Like, it's just like... You know, it's like Anna Nicole Smith when she hooked up with that, old dude. Yeah. Just think kind of like that.
Every time I see him, I keep thinking of Prometheus and Guy Pearce's character in Prometheus.
I don't know.
Do you remember Prometheus? Yeah. Charlize Theron's father.
Yes.
Yeah. How they're preserving him, keeping him alive, and all that. So we'll see. I'm along for the ride. Yeah. I'm strapped in. I'm going to watch it. Me too.
I think that little goth Asian girl is hot as hell.
Yeah, she is. She's fine as hell. I mean, I love the blonde girl, but...
No, that blonde
you know me, I love blondes.
No, I can't stand her. The girl's just like, I passed out. I almost got raped. What? Like, that for me, I was just like, I don't know. Yeah. And why didn't the guy just shout out... I get the guy. He's very noble, and he's actually one of my new favorite characters based on some things that happened in the fourth episode. Yeah. But, dude, I just would have shouted, those guys tried to rape a girl. Because they confront him in the fourth episode, and then he's like, still won't say it out loud. He's just like, I don't want to be a part of what you're doing. We're not friends. Yeah. And I'm just like, dude, just scream it. Call it out. Everyone else in the world's calling out everybody else in the world for rape. Yeah. Dude, like, I think that'd be such a relevant thing right now.
See, but when they filmed this, the thing about Weinstein hadn't come out, so...
Yeah, just Bill Cosby was the most relevant alleged thing.
And that was still, let's try not and touch it.
Yeah, but dude, I just can't believe you did that, because it's not like it was questionable, or maybe they were trying to rape her, or maybe she was into it. It was like black and white, they tried to rape her. Yeah. And it's like... And it's going to be their word against his... maybe he doesn't want to make it public, because then they're like, oh no, actually he tried to rape her. Yeah. I don't know. But I'm definitely interested. Man, it was I never get to just sit down and nerd out.
I know. Dude, I was just sitting here, I was just looking at the time here, and I was like, hey, yeah, come over, we'll BS, we'll talk for about 30 minutes or something. We've gone an hour now.
Yeah. So I hope you guys enjoyed our nerd out session.
Exactly. Zach, put yourself over real quick. Let everybody in the Jackass Nation know where they can find you.
You guys can find me on Twitter at the Mad Zak. That's THAMADZAK. That's also on Instagram and on Facebook. I'm getting more active on Twitter. So literally, if you listen to more than 2 seconds of this show, please go on Twitter and hit me up and just say, just let me know that you watched it. I love to hear from the Jackass Nation and to see the kind of thriving community that you have, and would love to be able just to kind of hear from you guys online.
So, all right, guys, we're going to take our last commercial break, and we'll be right back. Guys, I love being able to sit here and talk to you guys, whether it's on It Is What It Is, or Jackass Reviews, or Go Home, or even Jackass 1, a Star Wars podcast. I love having conversations with you guys right here on the Podbean channel, on all my different podcasts, on the Jackass Nation. And being able to do that has been quite difficult, but I got to thank a lot of you guys for making it a little bit easier on me. And you know how you do that? You do that by working with Amazon, because Amazon has come to me. They've come to the Jackass Nation, and they said, hey, we want to help you out. We want to make sure to keep everything on your Podbean channel completely free of charge so that the Jackass Nation can check out all your different shows and not have to pay a single dime to hear your opinions on whatever it is you want to talk about. All you got to do is use this link. And so what this link is that you can find in all the description of every podcast I have, as well as on my Twitter, normally pinned to the top of the profile. Sometimes there's something else there, but I always tweet. I like to tweet it out on Tuesdays around the time I wake up, but it has the link that you click on and it takes you to Amazon. Now what this link does is it just takes you to Amazon. It doesn't take you to like my specific Amazon, it doesn't take you anything else. It just takes you to Amazon. Instead of typing in www.amazon.com, all you do is click this link, maybe even go and bookmark. Once you click the link, then hit that bookmark, and then every time you go to Amazon, use that link, and whenever you buy something, Amazon says, hey, this guy bought it from the Jackass Nation link, therefore, he is a listener of the Jackass Nation. So, let's give a little bit of money back to the podcast channel so that they can continue to provide all of the content free of charge. That's right. Amazon throws back to me just because you clicked on a link and bought from there. It doesn't make anything more expensive. It's still the exact same price as it would be. There's no upcharges or surcharges or hidden fees. It's just Amazon, and they're just saying, this guy's a listener of the Jackass Nation, and they like to use Amazon, so let's give back to the Jackass Nation. Let's make sure everyone continues to get all this content absolutely free of charge. So once again, make sure to click that link in the description of this video or on my Twitter. Alright guys, I know we are running a little bit long, so we'll make this box office pretty quick, guys. We'll get right into it. Last week I predicted Coco to come in at 105 million, Justice League to hit 50, Thor to hit 13, Wonder to hit 12, and then Roman J. Esquire to come in at number 5 with about 7. Now, Roman J. Esquire didn't hit number 5. It actually came in at number 9, only bringing in $4 million. So the number 1 spot was Coco. It actually only brought in $50 million. So, needless to say, I was a little bit off there. So, hey, you know what it is? What it is? It's pretty good. With the 5-day, it brought in 72. So that was good for it, bringing in, it does really damn good. So that's good for it there. The number 2 spot was Justice League, bringing in $41 million with a 56% drop. It's disappointing. Now, some of y'all are thinking that I'm saying that it was a bomb. Justice League is not a bomb. It is making money overseas. It is not making the money that Batman, Superman, and Wonder Woman and the Justice League should be making domestically. It is a disappointment. It is not a bomb. It is a disappointment. So that's really a bummer. Wonder came in at the number 3 spot, bringing in $22 million, dropping 17%. Thor Ragnarok hit the number 4 spot, adding another $16 million, only dropping 22%, bringing their total to $277 million. So that's mad respect to Thor running in there. Daddy's Home 2 stuck in the number 5 spot, bringing in bringing in $13 million with an 8% drop. So good job to Daddy's Home. I'm actually going to go and catch that hopefully sometime this weekend or early next week. I'm starting to get in my Christmas movies. I did go see Bad Moms Christmas. I really did enjoy it. I had a lot of fun with it. Definitely not as good as the first one, not as funny, but there's some enjoyment to have in there. If you can wait, get it on Redbox, please do so. So, all right, what are we going to have here? I'm going to go ahead and say the Disaster Artist is coming out, but only limited, so I don't think it's going to crack the top 5. So I think Coco's going to have a big weekend, and I think Coco brings in about 40 this weekend. Justice League, I think it's going to drop down to about 20 or so. Thor Ragnarok, maybe drop it down to about 9 million. Wonder, which brought in 22, we're going to say that it go ahead and drop, we'll put it at 15. We'll take it down to 15 million for Wonder. And then Daddy's Home, I think, will drop definitely a little bit more, or maybe actually be around the 8 million, which is what I thought originally. So what we're going to do is we're going to have Coco sticking out the number 1 spot at 40 million. Justice League coming in the number 2 spot with 20. Wonder hitting the number 3 spot with 15. Thor Ragnarok at number 9 with 9 million, and Daddy's Home getting about 8 million. So those are going to be my predictions. What are yours? Make sure to let me know on Facebook or Twitter at RealJackassBC. Use the hashtag IiWiIJA to join the conversation. We got a lot coming up, guys. Toward the end of the year, we are going to have my top 10 list of films for the year, as well as my bottom 10 films for the year. And then the first one out of January is going to be most anticipated for 2018. So, I think I'm actually going to try and bring Zack on for all 3 of those. I think that would be a lot of fun to just have us do all 3 this year. We will wait and see. If I get some other opportunities to bring some other people in, I might. But if not, I'm pretty sure I'm going to have Zack do all 3 of them. Also, there's a poll up on my Twitter, which you guys know where it is, RealJackassBC. Go and vote for what you want the December theme music to be, because we are going to switch it over to some Christmas music. Let me know what you guys want to hear. There are 4 options. Feel free to send in your own suggestions. So that's really exciting for me. I cannot wait to get into the Christmas spirit with some Christmas music next week. I've already been jamming out to it. All right, guys, I know it's been long. I want to thank Cinelinx for powering It Is What It Is as well. Don't forget to check out What the Force podcast tomorrow night. I will not be there, as I will be at MPX. Do not forget to go check out MPX if you can. Gifted Talkers returns next Tuesday. I was very sad that there wasn't an episode this week. Don't forget to check out Channel Control and SCNS Live on YouTube. UGF, it has been announced, World War Games. It's going down. Call of Duty is the tournament, with the main event being Techno Bowl, as the champion Double LP will defend against Kingsman Michael Schaefer. That all goes down on December 8th. Don't forget to check out Johnny LaQuasto's album, Johnny LaQuasto presents Johnny LaQuasto. You can find a link to it in the description below, or just go to LaQuastoAlbum.com. Alright, guys, that's about it. And so I'm going to get up out of here. Y'all hear that go home music, so I'm going to ride off into the sunset. Don't forget to hit me up on all social media, Snapchat, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and Stardust at RealJackassBC, RealJackassBC. Use the hashtag IiWiIJA to join the conversation. And as always, it is what it is.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for listening to It Is What It Is with the Jackass. Follow BC on Twitter at RealJackassBC. Subscribe on Podbean.com to Jackass Nation. And subscribe to the Offshoots Network on iTunes. Views and opinions expressed by BC do not necessarily reflect those of the Offshoots or Podbean. We'll see you next time on It Is What It Is.